Hey everyone, alright, Algebra 1, hi! You've already saw the video, so you know we're going over the rest of it. So I have a problem today up. I'll let you guys write that down. I will give you 10 seconds to write that down, and then we will go. Alright, your problem today. We have a few things in here that's not simplified. First, negative exponents in the numerator. Can't ever have negative exponents, ever. Ever. So, first I'm going to do, I'm going to put it over 1. Sweet. Now I can move this x to the negative second power. I can move it to the denominator. So now I have x squared. Whenever you move something, if you move a negative exponent, only the exponent becomes positive. So we've taken care of that. Let's see, left I have a 2 and a b cubed and an a to the 0 power. So that's what I have left. Now, there's another simplification step that we have with one of our other properties. Anything to the 0 power we know is really 1. So let's see, 2, b cubed, and x squared are all going to stay the same, but a to the 0th power is going to be 1. So I have times 1, and then x squared on the bottom. I'm using my mouse to see if it's any better. So the problem is 2b cubed times 1 is just really 2b cubed. We don't need that times 1 in there. Anything times 1 is just itself. So that's 2b cubed over x squared. Sweet. Those are like some of your problems that we've gone over before, so hopefully that wasn't new, unless you were gone a lot this past week. You know who I'm talking to. Don't be gone. Just come to school. You know, just come to school. That would make me happy. Although I'm not at school right now, so I guess I really can't say much. Although I kind of had this planned. And I let you guys know about it. I was kind of responsible. Be responsible. If you're ever going to be gone, be responsible. This is where we ended off last time. I told you to write it down. A few of you probably didn't, so I'm going to give you 10 seconds to quickly write down the important stuff. Be quick. Alright, so when you evaluate an exponential expression, you can either simplify the expression before substituting values for the variables, or you can substitute value for the variables in first. So really it just looks like what's going to be easier for the long run. So method 1 is first simplifying the expression. So I have 3s cubed t to the negative second power. So if I was going to simplify that, first I'm going to put it over 1 because I know, all right, what's in my denominator, what's in my numerator. So I need to move that t to the negative second power. I need to move that. So we're going to move that into the denominator. So I have t squared on the bottom. And then I have 3 times s cubed at the top. Now, I have that. Now I can substitute in what I know for s and t. So when I substitute, make sure, remember, put everything in parentheses. So we have 3 times 2 cubed all over negative 2 quantity squared. I told you last time is very important whenever you substitute. If you have this parentheses with the negative base to an even power, things can go crazy. So when we substitute in numbers like this, make sure you substitute them in with parentheses. You resolve the exponents first before you do anything else. So first I'm going to resolve the exponent on the top. So 2 cubed is really 8, so I have 3 times 8 on the top. And then I can also resolve the negative 2 squared on the bottom. Negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4. So looking at this, I see that I have some simplification I can do. I have 8 on top and 4 on bottom. 4 goes into both of those. 4 goes into 4 once. 4 goes into 8 twice. So I'm left with 3 times 2 on the top, which is 6, and then a 1 on the bottom. And then we know 6 divided by 1 is really just 6. So this kind of just combined what we've done before with some other things. Now we're just taking some values, some numbers, and we're putting numbers in, we're taking numbers for our variables, and we're actually substituting them or plugging them into the equation. So that was method 1. Method 2, I'll use a different color on. Where are you at, different color? Let's go red for Gryffindor. Let's go blue. I think blue is Hufflepuff. I can't remember. Someone's probably correcting me right now, or saying, no, you're right, Mr. Brummond. So I've got, same thing, 3s cubed, t to the negative second power. So the other method is where you substitute in first. You don't simplify, you substitute in first. So I have 3 times, let's see, 2 cubed. Make sure whenever you put it in, you put it within parentheses. And then t, which is negative 2 to the negative second power. So now I simplify those. You do your exponents first. So you have 2 cubed. So you're going to have 3 times 8, just like we had last time. And negative 2 to the negative second power, which I want to leave as a fraction. That's 1/4. Now I can just multiply across. 3 times 8 is 24. And 24 times 1/4 is 6. Look at me, barely getting it in there. And I just remembered, I'm actually covering this up with my face. My beautiful face. That was Mr. Gerdner, Coach Gerdner. He's one of the few crazy people that's here. You can't see the rest of this problem. I don't know where it cuts off. I'm going to assume it's going to cut off from here. So I'll redo this up here. Come on, Mr. Brummond. So I've got, let's see, that up there. So I have 3 times 2 cubed is 8 times 1/4. Negative 2 squared is 1/4. So multiply through. 3 times 8 is 24. 24 times 1/4 equals 6. There's my 6. I don't think I'm covering up the red one down there, and if I am, probably I'm covering up the division. Sorry. My deepest and sincerest apologies. So that's evaluating expressions. That's 9 and 10 in your homework. I'll do another example. Possibly, maybe. There we go. Oh, I didn't fix it. I moved this over. Oops. I'll just do this top one. This bottom one's kind of in the way. Let's switch colors, because you know. What's another color? Green? Slytherin? There we go. All right. N to the negative 4th power times w to the 0 power. So personally, I think it's easier to actually simplify everything first, because you might see something that saves time later on. So first I'm going to put this over 1, and I know I need to take care of that negative exponent. So I have w to the 0th power on top. That's a w. Doesn't look like one. It'll be a w when it grows up. W to the 0th power on top, and then n to the 4th on the bottom. So now we substitute in. However, I can do one more simplification. That'll save us some time. W to the 0 power. Anything to the 0 power is 1 as long as w isn't 0. Checking on the top. Nope, it's not 0. Good. What if it was? Well, they would say this whole thing is undefined because we can't have 0 to the 0th power. So we have 1 on top and then n to the 4th on the bottom. Look, we just saved ourselves a step because now we don't need to mess around with the rest of that. So we've got negative 2 to the 4th power, which, if you plug that in your calculator, negative 2 to the 4th power is negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So that's positive 16. Bam! I am finito. Hopefully that helped, those examples. Looking forward to seeing you guys on Monday. Don't forget you have a quiz on Monday. Let's see. As promised, I said on my Twitter, whoever had the best joke would get the video. So looking at it, let's see, checking my notifications now. Looks like Lexi's joke is going to make it, so I'll go ahead and read it off. Teacher says, whoever answers my next question can go home. Student gets up, throws his bag out the window. Teacher said, who just threw that? The boy says, me. I'm going home now. Excellent joke, Lexi. Work on your homework, guys. And can't wait to see you guys on Monday. Have an amazing weekend. Wear your seatbelts. Be safe. Stay away from strange vans. Go in for the bro fist.